Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you all are having a fantastic day, and welcome to a pretty special video. Today, we're going to be trying to slap this button. Trying to slap the. There we go. I slapped the button. Woo! I did it. All right, guys. So now we're in a villager house. Wait, what? All right, guys. So a couple days ago, I made this video on your screen right now. It's hidden bases in natural structures. And today, I'm actually going to be giving you guys tutorials on how to make some of these hidden bases within the natural structures. And the first one I'm going to show you guys how to make is the villager one. So yeah, basically, you can incorporate this into any house. Like, you don't have to do this in a village, obviously. Could you guys be quiet? No one cares about your god. But you guys obviously don't have to incorporate this into a village house. You can do this into any type of house. But the hidden entrance is that there's a chest right here, and you have to drop any item into the chest, and then it takes away the crafting table, leading you into your secret base. And today, well, I'm going to show you guys just how to make it. All right, guys, so are you ready to make the hidden crafting table entrance? Hopefully you guys are. We are in a step-by-step tutorial world. This was built by Euclides. Thank you so much for building this. Now, guys, before we get into this, please listen, because it is going to get confusing. It is going to get hectic. This thing is not easy to build. And I just want to say that if you guys need to, you can slow down the video. YouTube does have an option where you can do that in the bottom right-hand corner. If you mess with the settings over there, you can slow down the video. You can pause the video. You can rewind it, whatever you would like to do, but this is going to get confusing and it is going to get hectic. And if this is too confusing to build and you get too frustrated, then just don't worry about it. Don't even try to get super frustrated, because I'm going to post some more tutorials on easier hidden base. I cannot talk today. I cannot talk, but I'm going to be posting some more tutorials on easier hidden entrances here in the couple of next days, or here in the near future. But yeah, so here we are. So we got two buttons right here. These buttons are going to allow us to just go to the next thing. Oh, no, that's that. We're not starting with that. Let's reset. Let's go to next. No, that's not. Okay, finish. Wait, what is it doing? Oh, no, this is not right. I messed up. I goofed up. All right, there we go. That's what we want to start with. Okay, so it's going to go through a lot of steps, but it's not going to be that bad. Like, it is confusing, guys, but it's not that bad. So let's go ahead and start off here. These are all sticky pistons. All of these are sticky pistons. So we have 3 sticky pistons here, 2 sticky pistons here, and then we have a crafting table right here. Now, this crafting table is just for reference. I believe this is where the crafting table is going to be when it comes up out of the ground. So make sure that area is cleared. So it's 2 blocks up. So let me just grab a block just to show you guys. So, oh no. So, stop. Okay, so 2 blocks up, and then 1 block over. You guys can kind of see in comparison to where that is. Now, I'm going to try to make this video as detailed as possible. I'm also listing stuff on the screen that you guys probably see, that's like what you need for every scene and stuff. You guys, I'm going to try to make it as detailed as possible, because I want you guys to build this easily, because it's confusing. It confuses me. It's confusing. Let's go to the next one, and here we are. So it starts off simple, but guys, don't worry, it gets hard. So here it is. So in comparison to this bottom sticky piston, you need to go 1 down, 1 over, and then 2 more over. So there you go. That's in comparison to this bottom sticky piston that's under the crafting table. So there you go. And then on this block, you have a redstone torch, and then you want to go down 1 and down technically 2, because you're going to place it right there, and then that is going to be a redstone repeater, and it's facing that way. So then you have another sticky piston, and then you have a block on that sticky piston, and then right next to the sticky piston you have a piece of redstone. So I would highly recommend that you guys do color code this with wool. Normally I would say, hey guys, you don't really need to build redstone stuff with wool, because you know, it's not really needed. Usually you can just use like sandstone or dirt or cobblestone or stone or whatever, but I would highly recommend that you guys use wool for this, because there's going to be a lot of different redstone pieces. It's just a lot easier when organizing things, because if everything looks the same and you have this massive redstone contraption, then it's really confusing. But let's go to our next one. Haven't touched anything with this stuff. So we come over here, and this is all we've done. So in comparison to this, you basically just go over 1 block, and then, or technically 2, because you're going to place it right here, and then you place a redstone repeater right there, and then place 2 blocks next to it that are higher, and then 2 blocks right there. And then you have a redstone repeater here, and then redstone going down this way. Now, take into consideration that both of these repeaters are facing different ways. The bottom one is facing this way. The top one is facing this way. Now, if you guys are confused, feel free to slow down the video, rewind it, whatever you would like to do. So far, it is pretty simple. But here we go on to our next one. So we haven't touched anything down here, anything over here. The next thing that we've done is we've added a block right here. So it's right next to the sticky piston. So just go up one and over one. Place one right there. And then on this block, we have a piece of redstone. And then right next to it, so you can kind of see just like that. Right next to it, we have 2 more blocks. And then this block is next to the very top sticky piston, next to the crafting table. And then right in the middle, below these blocks, this stone slab is below these blocks, we have a repeater. Make sure it's facing that way. So take into consideration, all the repeaters are facing different ways. This is very important that you guys have these repeaters facing the right ways. All right, but if you guys are getting a little bit confused, again, I will be posting more tutorials that are much more simpler in the near future on more hidden entrances. This is probably the most confusing one that I'm going to post. So the next thing that we did is we didn't mess with any of the stuff. All of this stuff is the same. What we did is we added 3 blocks right here. So you can see we added 3 blocks right here. We also did redstone all along here. Make sure this redstone comes all the way along and touches these quartz blocks. So in correlation to these these pistons that are under the crafting table, you have 2 quartz blocks right here. And then on this side, so this is the right side, this is the left side. Left side, 2 quartz blocks right here. Make sure they're both touching each other. This side, you have 2 quartz blocks, but they're separated. One is next to the crafting table, just like so. And then one is next to the piston, just like so. So make sure they are like this. Now, do not put quartz blocks like here and stuff, because there's actually going to be redstone right here, and you're going to need this slot open. So, and then if we go under here, you can see that we have pieces of obsidian. I don't think it's really necessary to use obsidian. You probably can just use cobblestone. I think it will be fine. But make sure you do not put a 4th obsidian block right here, because you're just going to have to remove it, because there is going to be redstone right here. And then in the middle of this obsidian, you're going to have a slime block, and then under that you have a sticky piston. So there we go. Pretty simple. Hopefully that makes sense. That's all we did. Don't forget the redstone over here though, but that's all we did. Pretty simple. If you guys want to slow down the video, feel free to do so or pause it. But that's what your creation should look like so far. And make sure you clear out a lot of room. So clear out a lot of room here if you haven't, like if you're building this underground. Make sure you clear out a lot of room here and a lot of room over here. We're not going to be building much more this way, but it's more so this way and that way. So hopefully you guys got that. Now it's going to start getting pretty confusing here. Now we're going to start adding different colors. We didn't move any of the stuff, didn't touch any of this stuff. The only thing we added was the orange wool, the green wool, and the cyan wool. So for the cyan wool, it is touching this obsidian block that is under the pistons. And then that has a repeater. It's facing that way. And then we have another one right next to it that has a piece of redstone on it. And then right above it, so right above this repeater, or actually technically 2 blocks above it, or you could just say 1 up and 1 over from the piston, you have an orange wool block, and that has a repeater facing this way. And then we have another one right here. This one is on a stone slab, and it is right here. In comparison to that piston and the crafting table, you guys can see. There we go. And then we have a green wool block. So we haven't touched anything else. Everything else is the same if you guys have built it correctly. And now we're going to pull some of the redstone through here. So this next part, I will warn you guys, is going to get a little confusing, but after that, it gets simple. Okay, so here goes the confusing part of the build. This is probably going to be the most confusing part. So if you can get past this, then you pretty much are going to be successful at building the whole thing. So let's press next again. And then now what you're going to do is take into consideration this. Okay, so this is all the same. So don't look at that down there. We will get to that in a second, but take into consideration you built this already, and then you're going to put another block right there, another wool block right there, and you're going to lead this down. So let me change my chat. I need to hit my chat to be shown game mode 3. So let's actually go into here and let me show you guys exactly what we've done. So you've already built this block right here. You've already built. So then go over 1 and down. Make sure there's redstone on it, of course, and then put another block there. And then go up this way, and then put a repeater facing that way. If you're curious where we are right now, this is where we are. We're on this side right now. So make sure it's a little confusing because we're building this inside here. So make sure you go along this way, and then another repeater right there. It's facing this way. If you guys can kind of see into correlation of where that repeater is, that's the repeater right there. And then place another block right there. This repeater has already been placed, so it should be looking somewhat like this. And then, of course, you're going to have a block under it. place another block right here. And then let me actually go back into game mode 1 so it's you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. That's the repeater that you placed. And then you want to go, let's just start off with these blocks right here. So you can place one block down and you can lead it around, but let's start off with this one. So place a block here, lead it around. This is going 3 blocks out, 2 blocks over, 1 block up. Basically, just make sure if it connects to, make sure the wool connects to this bottom obsidian block that's right here. As long as that connects there and the repeater connects to there, you're pretty much good. So then you have a repeater there facing that way. Pretty simple, but it can get a little confusing just because we're going inside here. But yeah, once you guys kind of get the gist of it, it is pretty simple. So, and then we can go over here, and that's the repeater you place. So then go down 1 from that block and make sure you have redstone going this way, redstone going over here. We've already done all those blocks. And then place another repeater just like so. And then the repeater should be touching this bottom obsidian block that is right here. And then also, you want to make sure you put green wool below this block or whatever wool you decide to color coordinate the green as. And then you also want to put a piece of redstone right there. So that's it. Everything else you've placed is pretty much good. Let's do a quick little rundown of what everything should look like. So there we go. You just pretty much go down here, going into there. I'm just showing you guys what everything looks like, just so you guys don't get confused. You should make sure everything looks somewhat like this. If you guys made it through that part, then you have made it through probably the most confusing part. So let's go ahead and press next. And we're about halfway done. So you guys are probably like, oh no, that part confusing. But no, it's not that bad. So basically the only thing we added is we added a purple. Actually, no, that purple block was already there. My bad. Sorry, that purple block was already there. But pretty much you want to start off from this green block that you placed. That is next to the piston that's under here. That's next to the obsidian block. And you want to lead redstone down here. So we have 3 blocks, 3 pieces of redstone. And then if we go over here, you guys can pretty much just pause it here and copy this design. Pretty simple. Go ahead and pause the video right here. Copy this design. You can see it's kind of funky, but it's pretty simple. All right, so hopefully you guys pause the video. And then above these blocks, once you have all these wool blocks or whatever blocks you have or want to build, you pretty much have redstone on these 2 blocks. A repeater there facing that way, another repeater there, another repeater there. So hopefully you guys have built all this. It's pretty simple to build. Pretty simple. Okay, so there we go. So now let's go over here. Assuming you built this block, put a redstone piece right on top of there, then place another block there, sticky piston right there, another block there with a repeater facing that way, and then another quartz block right here. And this is actually going to be the button block that you're going to press that allows you to go back up into the house or wherever you place this contraption. This is the block that we sit on when we're in the slime block, and we press it and it launches us back up. So that's what you just built right now. Pretty cool, pretty simple. Make sure this redstone is ignited. Make sure you have a redstone torch right there, and then you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, let's go on to the next part. All right, let's see what we got here. So we just have some more orange blocks. So we have orange blocks leading from here, 2 orange blocks leading from right here, 2 repeaters on top of them. And let's focus on these other orange blocks. So we have 2 orange blocks here, 1 orange block there, another one there, and another one there. So all these green blocks we've already built. So ignore the green blocks. We also have a block of redstone right there. We have another piece of redstone right there. We have a torch that should not be ignited right there. There you go. That one's pretty simple. Hopefully you guys are following along so far. Again, if you guys are super confused and you guys are like, oh my gosh, Unspeakable, what the heck is going on? I do apologize. I will be posting easier hidden entrances tutorials in the future. This is definitely one that is much harder than like all of them. This is probably like the hardest one, but there you go. That is that part. Pretty simple. We only placed all this orange wool right here and then the redstone block. So once you have that, should be looking something like this. And you guys are almost done, by the way. It is almost complete. You have a couple more hard spots, but that's about it. Now you can build the chamber. This is going to be the entrance of your secret base. Now, of course, you never had to use quartz blocks. You can use cobblestone, or for these, you can use whatever type of stone slabs you want, but just make sure you build it like this. Now, we didn't add any redstone to this part. It's basically you just building the little entrance part of that base. So make sure you build that. Make sure you don't break any redstone, and you should be good to go. Also, make sure that this repeater is touching this button, but I think we already built that. But yeah, so that's what the place should look like so far. Looking fancy, looking nice. Now we're going to go ahead and place the structure, which is the house. So this is how it's going to work. So let's go into here. This is where you're going to drop the item. Over here, this is where you fall into your base, just like so. And then now we have some stuff to build right here. So if you need to, you probably need to clear out this area and a little bit, I believe, of this area. And then we're almost done here. This part, I believe, is also a tad bit confusing. So now we're going to bring in some blue wool. And this is what we're going to do. So ignore the purple wool, the orange wool, the green wool. We haven't touched any of this. So basically, let's just focus on what we're making here. So this is what we're making. If you guys want to screenshot it or pause the video here, feel free to do so. But I'm going to put this into correlation of some other blocks. So remember this redstone repeater that you put right here? Remember when we were building this and you had that redstone repeater and you had to build 2 blocks next to it? Basically just go 1 block over and then another block over. And then let's start off on this block. So once you're on this block, place 1 block up, and then you want to place a torch right there and then place another block right there. Then go ahead and place a repeater right there, another block to the side of it, and then another block over here. You also have another repeater here, another piece of redstone here, another repeater here, and then 1 more block up, and then another piece of redstone. You are almost done, guys. So then coming from this block right here where this repeater was, you got a hopper right here. This hopper, this bottom hopper, does lead into this chest. So then go ahead and just put a chest right there next to this hopper. And then you have this hopper right here, looking just like so. And then over here, you have a redstone comparator, and then you have a stone slab, and then another block right here. Not sure what this block is for, but I would just put it there just for the heck of it. Then right here, you have a powered rail, and then you have a minecart with a hopper on it. And right wherever you put that minecart with a hopper is where you're going to drop your items. So for example, the minecart with a hopper is right under this block. So you want to make sure that you put this into correlation of wherever you want to drop your item to enter the secret base, because that's how you enter the base. All right, so if you guys need any pausing of the video, feel free to do it now. That is what it looks like. The only thing we built was this blue thing. Everything else is the same. There we go. Looking nice, looking fancy. You guys are almost done. If you guys have gotten this far, I give some mad credits for you because this has been difficult, but we are almost done. So let's go ahead and press this button. And now we have this yellow part that is going to lead around. So coming from, remember when you built this just a couple seconds ago, coming from this redstone piece, lead it down. Use a different color wool if you want. You can use the same one. Lead it down. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks this way from that redstone piece that is right there. And then we go 1, 2 blocks this way. And you can pretty much just kind of look at this and kind of build it for yourself. So that is 5 blocks right there, 2 blocks right there, 2 blocks, 1 block right there. And then you have a ton of repeaters right here. 3 more blocks. Pretty simple creation right here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of redstone. Then we have another block that went up that has a redstone torch on it. Another block right there, another repeater, and then another block. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty basic. There we go. If you place that all correctly, then it should have moved this slime block up a block. So if all has done correctly, then the slime block should be right here. So there you go. Awesome. Looking fancy. There we go. If you guys need any pausing of the video, the only thing we've built in this step is all the yellow pieces. There we go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go to the next one. We are almost done here, guys. So the only thing we added now is we added a redstone torch. Redstone torch right here. Another block above it. Another piece of redstone above that. And then a repeater right there with another block right there. That is all we have added. All this green stuff has already been built previously. So there we go. And then all we have to do, and you're done after that, by the way, that's the end. So all you have to do is hit finish. It's going to go ahead and create the whole entire thing, and we are complete. So now let me show you guys how it works. So if built correctly, you should be able to walk into this house. You should be able to drop an item right here, and then it should open up this whole entire base. And then you can make whatever type of base. Oh, there's a poor little sticky piston right there. You can make whatever type of base you want right here. Make a full mansion if you want to. And then you also want to make sure this button works. Press that. It will launch you straight up. There you go. You can also put a chest right here. So if I want, I could grab a chest. And then I can throw a sticky piston block in it. And it should work. So if you want to put a chest here, all you have to do is break this block. Put a hopper. Oh, no. Put a hopper right there. And then put a chest right there. And then, of course, remove this sign. And now what you can do is you can just throw any item in this chest. And once you throw an item in this chest, it's going to open up this secret passageway that leads into your base. Now, I think it's better just having the ground instead, because who would ever expect to walk into a room like this and throw a block right here and then be entered into a secret base? Yeah, that's not very often, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If it was hard, if it was frustrating, please don't beat yourself up over it. It's just a video game, I guess. Yeah, I do find this tutorial pretty difficult, probably like, I don't know, maybe an 8 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. If you guys need any help or anything like that, feel free to rewind the video, slow it down until you get it. So also, I am playing on Minecraft 1.10.2. That's what this contraption was built on. So if you run into some other problems, like you built it perfectly and it doesn't work, then you might want to try a different version. I'm playing on Minecraft 1.10.2, and this was built on Minecraft 1.10.2. But yeah, guys, if you're super confused, you're like, Unspeakable, these contraptions are way too hard to make and I want easier ones, then of course, guys, I'm going to be making some new tutorials in the future on hidden entrances that still have redstone, but they are a lot simpler than this. Like 1/4 of this, not even 1/4 of this, probably like 1/8 of this. And their difficulty scale is probably like a 2 out of 10 instead of this one being like an 8 out of 10. But guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, feel free to slap that like button, share it with your friends. Feel free to do so. What if we press finish again? Does it do anything? Okay, then we can reset it. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, guys, so we're back to the beginning, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys have completed and successfully built this awesome hidden entrance. Now, of course, remember, you don't have to do this within a village. You can do it within your own house, or you can do it within anywhere you want, honestly. And also, you don't have to use a crafting table for a block to be removed. You can use any block to be removed. You can become very creative with it. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully it didn't frustrate you guys too much. And with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys later in another Minecraft video. I want to thank Euclides again for making this awesome step-by-step tutorial. And with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys later in another Minecraft video. Have a safe and fantastic rest of your day.